Alright guys, so Georgia plays Clemson Saturday. So people have been asking, I've seen many people ask, either it be new comments or old comments on how to do this. They announced the TV crew for the game. No disrespect to those guys, they are great announcers. But I like to listen to games with Scott, Eric, DJ, Hondo, and the gang on the Georgia Radio Network. How do you sync those games? How do you sync the radio footage with the TV? There are free ways you could do that. Kind of odd because in a day of streaming and everything like that, it kind of like it used to be easier to do it back in the 80s and 90s, but it's just kind of hard to do now with delays with television, especially because of our ad. If you have streaming television, you know, you don't get commercials, you get ads that they always run longer than regular commercial breaks. But anyway, with all that outside, free short ways, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. Number one, you can have a Bluetooth system and go to georgiadogs.com or the Varsity app and connect your Bluetooth or start playing the audio from georgiadogs.com or Varsity app, and then connect it to your Bluetooth before the game. It's probably alright. It's probably best to do it before the kickoff, but at a certain point you could go there and you could pause it, and the radio at that point, one or the other are going to be ahead. So if the TV is ahead, pause the TV and wait for the radio to catch up, or if the radio is ahead, wait for the pause the radio and then let it go with the TV. You can't do that on a lot of you can't do that like on live radio. You probably could only do that streaming, either georgiadogs.com or the Varsity app from Learfield. So and then secondly, you go to syncmygame.com. It's pretty much just gonna do the same thing I just said. Sync it, pause it, get it synced right. But there is a third way you could do this, and it's very complicated, but I do it this way sometimes because sometimes Varsity app, georgiadogs.com does not work. Sometimes it'll work for 5 or 10 minutes then die. Georgia's game will be on ABC, so you go to the ESPN app and then you go to the TuneIn app. Now if you have TuneIn Premium, you could do this, but chances are most of the stations will air the game on TuneIn, so therefore you go to 95.5 WSB, Georgia's flagship station. You go to TuneIn. Now TuneIn, if you're looking at it from the ESPN app, the TuneIn radio broadcast will only be, I want to say maybe 5 or 6, but probably 10 to 15 seconds behind. When you're doing it from an actual radio, it's probably a minute 30 to 2 minutes behind. When you're doing it from Varsity app or georgiadogs.com, it's probably only 10 to 20 as well. But TuneIn is easier and it's quicker to use it like that. So what you would then do is wait for the TV. Using TuneIn, go to 95.5 WSB, Atlanta News and Talk, the official flagship station of the Georgia Bulldogs. What you would do is you would wait for TuneIn to go. You would see the play on TV. You would pause it, and then you would wait you would unpause it when you hear the play on the TuneIn radio. So I know I'm kind of making it sound complicated, but it's not. That's because I just do a horrible job at explaining things, but it's very, very simple. You can do it. Once again, Georgia and Clemson at 12 o'clock, so Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network coverage will start at 8 with Jeff Dantzler and Kevin Butler for the pregame show, and then the tailgate Dog Talk pregame, and then Hondo, Lauren, Scott, Eric, DJ will have the tailgate show at 9. At 11:30, Scott, Eric, and DJ will have the countdown to kick off, and then at 12 o'clock the game starts. So quick rundown just one more time. If you're using Varsity or georgiadogs.com, pause it there, wait for the TV to catch up. If you're using TuneIn radio, you probably might have to wait for the TV to catch up. Sometimes TuneIn's weird. You start it, it's either going to be a second ahead or 5 seconds behind, but TuneIn is very, very cool to use when it's easier to do, and not to mention, no disrespect to the Varsity app or GeorgiaDogs.com, the broadcast quality will be a lot better on TuneIn than it would be on GeorgiaDogs.com sound wise. So and lastly, you just use syncmygame.com, but it's technically just going to explain the exact same stuff I just explained. I'll also give you an example of it in the video. So yeah, that's how you listen to games with Sky Eric, Sky Eric, DJ, Hondo, and the gang. So go Dogs.
Dogs stay in the eye. This time will pass. Stafford right down the middle. He's got a man wide open. It's caught by Massacroix. 50, 40. So long, everybody. Massacroix, touchdown.
What a great throw by Matthew Stafford, staying in the pocket. Florida came out and played cover 2. We had 2 verticals going up, and Matthew Stafford, showing his arm strength there, just throws a strike to Massacroix on the outside.